Good day, everybody, and welcome to Band. Every year we usually do a welcome to Band slideshow to see what we've done over the summer. This year it's a little different because we are not together in the class. Miss Seiler is there in the classroom, and I am teaching EFL, Extended Flexible Learning. So this is where we are. For me, we lost.
I'm unmasked. I'm unmasked.
In the band room, which is
in
not,
the band room.
Which
Nobody's
is not,
here but me.
which is not typically how we do it. But welcome back, everybody. Whether you're sitting at home, whether you're sitting in the band room, wherever you are, we are back, and we're going to be making music. Our goal, obviously, is to make music, even though it might look and feel different than usual. We're going to have a good time making music and learning about our instruments this year. So, welcome back to Band.
Welcome back to Band. I'm Miss Seiler working with Mr. Marsolek. I will be teaching the hybrid band this year in the band room. So if you chose hybrid learning, you will be in the band room, all spaced apart. As you can see behind me, all the chairs are spaced apart. And we'll go over a little bit different structure and some little bit different rules, but we'll still be making music.
Right. So welcome back. 2020 to 2021. And things change. This might have been you at the first day of school last year. I think, right? Oh, we don't want to go back to school. But this year, yay, other people!
Can't wait to get back in the building.
Yeah. No, it's going to be tricky, like seeing other people, but having to stay 6 feet away. It's,
yeah.
It'll be the next best step instead of, from looking at people through screens. So,
yes,
there's that.
It's what we have to do. It's what we have to do to make music in one space.
Absolutely. Along with that, 2019 is a little different than 2020. The hand sanitizer is at a premium, just like toilet paper. So things change a little bit, as do priorities. Anyway, what's new in band? Oh, look, we're masked up.
Woo!
So,
face masks.
What's new in band this year? If you've watched the intro video, you will have seen we explain how the year's going to go a little bit. But Miss Seiler is going to walk you through just a little bit about what being in the band room itself is going to look like.
Yeah, so behind me, you can see I've been kind of showing, besides my head, what the band room is going to look like. It'll have chairs and stands all spaced apart. And more than likely, you will probably be taking your instrument home every single time. So you'll come on band hybrid learners Monday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Friday. And so you will take your instrument home, or mouthpiece, or sticks and mallets, whatever you play. And if you're new to band, I'll have a band packet for you. We'll also have one online for you, so you can sign up and get an instrument and get you rolling. And on the off days, or the days you're at home, you'll be practicing, of course.
Right. And what's new this year, if you are extended flexible learning, you're still going to be joining Miss Seiler for band rehearsals, but you'll be doing it via WebEx so that you still get the rehearsal experience. It'll be a step up from what we did last year, where we just waved a stick and played a recording. You're actually going to be rehearsing, which is great. So if you're playing at home and Miss Seiler's like, flutes, that's an E natural. If you're a flute player, you go, oh yeah, hey, I'm probably playing E flat too. So it's going to be a step up from those home rehearsals. And of course, if you're in class, you'll be rehearsing in class. Now we'll have specialized masks for you to wear if you're in class, but we'll get to that when you're there. Let's move along, shall we?
We will all be safe.
Social distance. Yeah, I was thinking we should get those suits for teachers here. And
yeah, our band masks won't look quite like that. They'll be a little more masky, not like that.
Yep. Yeah. So what did Miss Seiler do over the summer, Miss Seiler?
So I put my picture up there because many of you are going to see me with a mask, right? So you'll see me have my face covered. So that's what I look like without a mask. So what did I do?
Forget what you.
I went to Arkansas. Yes. Why would you go to Arkansas, Miss Seiler? Because I wanted to dig crystal quartz. You can see in the first picture there I am standing in the mine, and we had a little area, or what's called a pocket, to dig our quartz in. We actually purchased a private pocket, which is, most people don't do that. They do through the tailings or the ends. But we did a purchase for private pocket, so we definitely had a lot of quartz. You can see the second picture, there's the quartz laying on my table. It is unwashed and untreated. The third picture is the quartz treated. So you have to go through a big, huge process of washing it with water and then washing it with oxalic acid. It's quite a process. So I was dealing with mostly cleaning quartz the whole summer. And then I didn't use my gloves when I cleaned the quartz. So you can see how many little cuts I got on my hand and how many Band-Aids. You can count them up. And then I used gloves the next time because I learned real fast that I needed to wear gloves when I clean quartz. And then in the fourth picture, the little picture of the necklace, that is my personal necklace that I had made for me from my good friend in Kauai. The big piece on the bottom is one of the ones I mined. And then the other little gems are the ones she added.
All right.
I spent a lot of time with my dog, Puff. You can see he got a new t-shirt. It's called Love is a Superpower. And so that's him sitting on a pillow in the middle and then him wearing his new t-shirt and showing off his fashion. And I got a new kitten. Snuggles came to live with us in the Seiler household. And she's all white with a little orange tips on her ears and her tail, and she has blue eyes. I actually launched my new reflexology business. Reflexology is working on the bottoms of your feet to help with your reflexes and healing your body. And so I called it Souls That Heal, like soles on the bottom of your foot. And it's Reflexology by Julie, because that's my first name. And then there's a healing crystal in the middle. And then I put one on the outside of my house too. So this business is in my house.
Oh, what did Mr. Marsolek do? Well, thanks for asking, Slideshow. Let's check it out. Fun at home. Summer begins. Up top there is a picture of me and my daughter, my son, and my daughter. It's kind of a bittersweet time here because we ended our 8th grade year. Abby has been going to school with me since 4th grade at Westwood. So we had, 4th grade, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade together. And of course, because of COVID, we ended our school year without that. And now she's headed off to the high school, but she'll be doing extended flexible learning with me at home. So she can't escape me just yet. So we basically, like many of you, had to try to keep ourselves busy at home. You can't see my crazy hair up there. Oh, there's my crazy hair. Yeah,
I can see your hair.
Yeah, crazy hair. Good times. We got a trampoline so that the kids could jump out their, what's the word? Energy, since we couldn't really go anywhere. My wife did a garden, and we got chickens. We rented chickens, that little chicken coop there. We got 2 chickens. Is what we rented, and then eventually we decided we're going to keep the chickens, and so we got a bigger coop, and you can kind of see them down there in the lower right of the bigger coop. Good times. Let's see what is next in the slideshow. Oh, was that it? Yes. So I am the camp director of the Bemidji Music Camp, and this year we were sad because we had to cancel camp because of the COVID. However, we decided to do a virtual experience, so it was a 3-day virtual experience that was fantastic. We had a bunch of people. You can see, in our Skype meeting there, or Google Hangouts, or whatever it is, watching presentations from musicians and learning more. We also, just to make camp feel more like camp, sent out a flat mat camp director to our campers to say hi. Good times. Good times. Said goodbye. My grandfather had died last year. My grandmother died this spring of COVID. My grandfather had been in World War II, so they're both buried at Fort Snelling there in St. Paul, and so I was able to play taps for them. And COVID has been a time of loss for a lot of us, so we're all feeling it. And if you've lost somebody due to COVID, or I feel you, I hear you. Moving on from that, my dad is really big into cars, so he has this old Bonneville here. I think it's a 62 or something like that. And usually he goes to car shows, but this summer, not so much. But in Coon Rapids, on Coon Rapids Boulevard, every Saturday night, they would do a car show driving up and down the road. So I got my Corvette out, and my brother drove. My dad also has a Camaro because he loves cars. And we just cruised up and down the street a couple of times and had a good time. I brought my son, who's sitting here, next to my dad. And whatnot. Also, we have this old Chevy Tahoe that I gave back to my dad. I bought it from him years ago, sold it to my father-in-law, bought it back from my father-in-law, gave it to my dad. He likes fixing cars up, and it was kind of, it needed some love, and we had another vehicle that was working for us. So in times of COVID, we're not driving as much. My dad's like, sure, I'd love to have that thing back. So there it is. And I think that's the end of our slideshow. That's pretty much what we're doing. So yeah, or pretty much most of the summer. Not a lot of going out and all that kind of stuff. So we are.
So, Mr. Marsolek and I, we wanted to put together a what did we do this summer for you? Because we've done that for quite a while now, and we didn't want to miss out, even though things look a little different this year. So we're excited to be back, super excited to make music again in whatever way, shape, or form it develops this year, and learn our band instruments and learn how to play and really have a good time. So as we go through the year, we'll give you more details as we go along. Just one more piece that you might be wondering about. Mr. Felton actually took a different job. So he left our school district and went to teach in a different school district. So that's why he's not on this WebEx. So fifth grade band is going to be signing up. So if you have a sibling or you know somebody that wants to play in band and they're in fifth grade, we will have an online registration coming your way through the newsletters through the schools for fifth grade band.
It's very exciting. And one thing we just want you to remember is that just because this year doesn't look just like, the previous years, that doesn't mean it can't be just as good or better when it comes to learning about music and learning your instruments too. So you're going to have a lot more individual time and whatnot to learn about your instrument and to play. Just make sure you're putting in your time, practicing, and it's going to be a great year, everybody.
Bye.